Is that a market watch in the afternoon? Wow! Thanks, Robbie. I know, I'm the best. Make sure you guys subscribe so you do not miss out on absolute interesting market watch. So I wanted to put this here because there's some interesting stuff happening right now. A couple things I was DM'd about that I was like, oh, we should probably cover this. So let's dig on into your newly appointed edition of Market Watch, shall we? Also stream tomorrow night? Stream tomorrow night. So interesting enough, Mr. Soldier of Chaos already is going down in price, right? We didn't even have confirmation that the pictures from the rumor mill were real. It's just automatically people are like, gotta sell, gotta sell, gotta sell. As of making this video, these are currently at, there's a 64 one, this one will probably disappear. Feedback's not great on that. We got one for 66 and we got one for 69. And we got somebody fire selling two here at $71. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this. I understand that the picture looks real, but I feel like people just kind of went, oh, the card is up for the reprint. I should probably fire sell this ASAP. So right now, it looks like we're in a spiraling downward depression for Mr. Blackluster Soldier of Chaos. Who would have guessed? Anything else in the set? Look, Forest is still $23. Sarah's still $20. Lambda's $18. I still find this one completely interesting, by the way. Boral Sword from this set is still $16. Vision Hero increased at $15. Keep in mind here, look at the quantity on these, by the way. 17 listings on these, and then we go back up here to Forest. We only have 10 listings available for this. So the hero situation, at least for Forest and Increase, is not a good one because these lower quantities is very, very shocking. Speaking of lower quantities, number 97 go here. I see we have a French copy here for $10. It's actually really good. Then they go on up to 14. Ooh. $11 here for Utopia Kaiser, and then Dugaris the Timeless is $8. You know, a lot of people looked at this set and they considered this set to be one of the worst ones of all time. Now you look at these price tags and you're like, holy mother. Speaking of holy mother price tags, Ultra Summon limits are still $5 by the way. Alright, and Interrupted Kaiju Slumbers are also $4. And the Heartbeat Conductor from this set is $4. Oh, and the Five-Headed Dragon from this set is like $4. And the Dragon Nether Soul is $3. So, yes, the Blackluster Soldier might be going down, but everything else in this set has jettisoned to the moon. And it's kind of interesting. Now, my friend this morning linked me to something interesting. We'll talk about that in a second here. I got to give a sub note here because evidently, what was it, in the Drytron group, I think? They were talking about the Thunderking was starting to see a little bit more play in side decks out of this weekend. And I think a couple of the comments I was reading from people like, just play Inspector Board. They basically do the same thing. And then the next few comments were like, why don't you just play both? So I wanted to just kind of showcase the Thunderking situation here for this. Obviously, you know, the old tees, actually these are kind of down. I remember seeing these like hundreds a while back. So 86 in the 90s. I know it's not much better than 100, but it's definitely something. But then you start getting down here into, well, some of the lower stuff here. Look at these golds, by the way. You only have 12 listings of these. Oh, light play. My favorite. 10 cents plus shipping. Just list one, by the way. My favorite. So you're looking at about $7 for light play copies of golds for your whole, page of these that are up for gold 3, which is kind of interesting. And then you go further down here, and you see these commons, you're like, $2 commons? $2 commons, baby. So Thunderking doesn't really have a little bit more acceptable reprint as of this point in time. Just be aware that evidently this card out of the luxury gaming event was seeing play, and a few players were talking about this, and evidently the card is kind of starting to head on up here. So I have a friend recently that just picked up Divine Wraths here, and I found this kind of interesting. He was like, oh, hey, you should probably check these out. For some reason, DR3s, I mean, it's DR3, but for some reason, these are $8 at the moment. Obviously, you know, things like the Divine Wraths from Epic Dawn, like pretty cheap DTs. DTs are actually very cheap for this. And a little callback to some more of the other versions here. Divine Wrath definitely has a lot of copies on the market. But when you look at something like the Altis for this, keep in mind that this card could potentially have some use in this format. Discard a card, negate the activation and effect of an effect monster, and destroy that monster. Does that mean that it might be good? Oh. You see those first edition copies and you automatically leave because they're expensive. Light plays at $32 as I'm making this video. Kind of interesting. So, that caught my attention just because of the DR3s. Also, a few other things that were mentioned recently here. The Karibo evidently is starting to creep up. This thing was $30 for a little while. It doesn't surprise me. Power of Chaos finally getting some love. The Dark Magician also from this set starting to creep up. I see we have one for 31. We go on up to 36 and then 40 frickin' dollars. Alright, that's interesting. Wow. Nice. I'm not going to pay that for that, but that's kind of interesting. Oh, hello, Dark Magician girl. I guess we'll peep you a little bit early here. $41? $45? Remember when Vintage Value said the reprint on this destroyed consumer confidence in the card? I think the exact opposite. This card should have never been as high as it was. This card did need the reprint. Alright, this card never in its life needed to be as expensive as it was. Alright, so this is actually hilarious. So, we dog on speed duels all the time. We're like, it wasn't an amazing product. It gave us cool reprints and alternate foilings, and the GOAT players got the chance to get what they wanted. So, look, GOAT card, $9. Alright, on up to, 13. $20 for a Blade Knight. Ryu Senshi, $4. And then you get down here to, like, Apprentice, and you're like, now hold on a minute here. Why in the mother is this thing $15 frickin' dollars? I don't know. It just is. Alright, speed duel buyouts, by the way. They actively happen. Daedalus, $4. Dust Tornado, $4. Sonic Bird, like $2 now. So, what you're telling me is the overall feel of this set is, speed duel cards are worth money. Yeah. Speed duel Moray of Greeds are dollars, by the way. Sinister Serpents, 44 cents. Alright, so, if you, have some speed duel stuff laying around, you're like, wait a minute, is this stuff worth money? Go peep it. Some of the stuff from the sets are actually worth it. Access code. We're still floating around the $80 mark. It's what I like to see. It's going up a little bit, not a crazy amount as I'm making this. Granted, like $83 is more than 80, so it's the little boosts that start pushing things up to the moon. Now, as a side note here, a few players were asking me recently, hey, I want to build Scrap Dinosaur dot deck. Should I pick up Scrap Yards now? I'm going to be honest with you. I do highly expect this card to get a reprint in the OTS pack around that time. If you want to make sure that you got everything ahead of time, though, bunny ears here, they're only $8. Alright, so if you're in anticipation, you're jittery, you can't hold back for a potential reprint, you can't chance it on the OTS pack, $24 gets you a playset as a making, give or take tax, but it's affordable. But I'm just going to question mark that and be like, it should have a reprint about that time. Alright, so if you're jittery and you can't hold back, they've gone down to the point of being acceptable at this point in time. Photon Sanctuary, evidently this is a ride. I love this card every time I look at this. Looking at $16 as of this, and then 20s, and then $24. Alright, if you're a Photon player and you casually love this deck, and you've been waiting to pick it up, I have really bad news for you. Unfortunately, for some reason, this card only has 2 printings. It desperately needs another one. Oh, wait, I mean, hold on, let's look at this. Afterglow should still be like $14. Probably still like, oh my Lanta! Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon has passed Afterglow. Wow, fancy. Alright, well, that's an interesting shocker. But anyway, Galaxy Eyes Afterglows are 14 a piece right now. So with those, the Photon Sanctuaries, like, to build a kite character deck or something, it's going to be very expensive. Wow, a Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon. You go. Speaking of soul flares, I don't know if people have been paying attention to this, but these have been creeping up. $30s, $40s. Yeah, these are starting to rocket on up in value. This was kind of interesting. I was not expecting to see this. You can just buy the Ultra for a little bit less, but secrets are going up. And then we also have Gustav Max for Lost Art here. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to this, but they're creeping up. $12. And then, the Jump magazine's down here. $9. That's actually pretty cheap. Supers, $2-3. OTS Commons, about the same. This set's at least got a decent amount of printings, but they're starting to creep on up. So, the Gustav situation is very, very interesting, to say the least. So, guys, what do you think about today's market? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out on more excellent content. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.